faction uprising. Right now we just have the one faction. Oops. Got some dropped frames here, so Twitch will catch up here in a moment. Anyway, what was I saying? The rebel faction is disbanding. Wow. Okay. I expect that unrest to climb, but it's not. Let's wait and see what happens here. So we're -2 stability. But the one rebel faction that we had actually dropped, probably because our legitimacy went up from 60-ish. And yeah, our rebel faction is just melting away. So I think we can stand at -2 for a little bit. Tolerance, diplomatic reputation, income from vassals, negative stability -2. So we're losing some legitimacy each year with that negative stability. And we got obviously +4 points of national unrest, but that national unrest really isn't affecting anything at the moment. So we can stand that -2 stability for a little while. And again, we only have a year now to hold on to it. But the rebel faction has dropped from 70% to 30% since the stability hit. So not going to complain. Going from 60 to 100% legitimacy gave us a boost, a positive boost to our national unrest. So even though we're at -4, we effectively gained 1 point +1 in national unrest, because we lost 2 here, but we gained 3 here, I think. So I think the net effect was a positive from where we stood at the moment. Now that's not going to last long, because our legitimacy will continue to degrade while we're at the negative stability. But we can hold on to it for a year. We have no factions forming, and nationally the only provincial unrest we have is down here in Matara, which is down to 0 now. So I think we're going to be okay. So we're now just about 10 months away from being able to get our conquistadors and go hunting the Westerners, those evil Europeans with their strange diseases and those things floating out on the water. I want to capture one of those things floating out on the water and see how they work. Meanwhile, our national manpower, we are maxed out there. 31,000 national manpower, fairly solid. Income, solid. Again, that is with 2 colonies, but also with a reduced army maintenance, about 40% army maintenance. If we were to boost that to maximum, we would still be gaining some money. But I'd like to gain about 5 a month. That'll allow me to keep building buildings and stashing money for when I can eventually build ships. Should we go colonize Hawaii once we get ships? Indonesia? Australia? Inca Australia? That sounds like fun. I imagine it's a bit out of my colonial range, however, at this point. Okay, 7 months, right? Still looking at June, July, yep. We got another revolt. Okay, suppress the rebels or try to negotiate. National tax modifier -5, local unrest +10 in Matara. Yeah, let's deal with Matara. That's going to cause a rebel faction to start forming there again. That's fine. Anyway, our colonists are 15% and 20%, the two new colonies. I don't think the Sunset Invasion achievement is possible any longer. Not with the latest expansion enabled anyway. The House of Hanan is shaken. There seems to have been a misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Huan Yuahar Huak the First. Deny it or acknowledge it. Prestige or legitimacy? We'll take the legitimacy hit since we're back up max there. Did we ever complete the fort there in Matara? We did. Good. So we should be able to sortie from Matara. We can. Once our troops are in position to support the sortie anyway. And we are 7 months away from being able to hire a conquistador. I think from this point on, I'm going to stop building buildings. I'm going to save my money and just let it accumulate, because I'm probably going to want some sort of navy to start doing some sort of exploration over around the Horn, as well as going cross country. We are 13 diplo points shy of being able to push 2 ideas, so we're good there. Troops arriving on the 6th, so right around the 4th we will sortie. And there is our mission complete. Recover negative stability, incorporate Musica, which we are 2 years away from, or core Antofagasta. Let's get the coring one done. That's gain 10 administrative power. That's actually cost us, what, 6 to core, and we gain 10. What's the core cost? 5 to core and gain 10, so that's a net gain of 5 administrative power no matter how we look at it. I'm still not going to push it until July. No need to. Colony 25% and 20%, so they're going along quite well. We own most of the west coast now. There's still 2 coastal provinces, 4 coastal provinces that we know of that we need to eventually capture. Guarani nationalists are back at 0, and we have 10 unrest in Matara thanks to that event. That's fine. I think I'll keep these guys in Cheat. Yeah, okay, that's where I moved them to anyway. Chichas. 31,950. Max manpower is almost at 32,000 now. Okay, just should be next month. We should be able to pause the game and start making a whole lot of changes. Okay, with that in mind, what I'm going to do is take this army and move them over to Chiquitos. Keep this army here. That'll be my exploration army with a conquistador attached. There we go. Okay, let's pause it. The time of truth. Noble Republic is now available. That's not our aim, however. Allows another idea group. Hallelujah. It is 125 years into the game. We have idea group 2. We have exploration. We have an extra colonist. We have quest for the new world. I'm not sure why we're questing for the new world. We're in the new world. And we got a new Incan idea as well. The Machu Picchu, meaning the old peak. Machu Picchu was constructed in about 1450. Okay, so we're only 110 years late. Northwest of Cusco, Peru. It is situated on a mountain ridge 2,430 meters above the sea near the Sacred Valley. The city is believed to have been built as an estate for Pachacuti, the ruler of Cusco. You know what? We actually built that way back in the beginning of the game. It was probably right around 1450. We did build that. So we have an idea constructed around it now as well. Yearly prestige +1. And we get quests for the New World. We can now hire a conquistador. Let's go find those pesky Westerners. I don't have the diplomatic power to do it. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait a couple months for that. That's fine. It'll take time for that army to get in place anyway. We can now also core this since we have the 5 points free. Now, we could put a third colony down, but that's going to be expensive. I think I'm going to hold off until I get the exploration started. I think it's going to cost us an additional 4 a month for a third colony, for a total of 8 a month in colonial maintenance. Now, what we do need at this point, we really need an advisor of some sort just for the extra points. So, despite the fact that I don't need spy offense, we're going to hire him. That's also going to cut into our income some, down to 3 a month income. That's fine. Okay, I need 50 diplomatic power, so it's almost a year before I can hire a conquistador. That kind of sucks, but that's fine. Core construction, 20%. Colony construction, both at almost 30%. How many total provinces do we own now? Wow. 38, 39, 40. 47 provinces now. I didn't spend that many diplomatic points on buildings. And I needed the income anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter one way or the other. Reports from our colonial setters, very rich in various metals, but copper in particular. Very good. We've got another copper province. Current price is 4.5, so that's useful. We might get the trading in copper buff here soon. I think we have 2 right now, and wool in the other province in Kamana, whatever. Oops. Let's just get rid of the provinces from this view. Don't need it. But yeah, we're up to, what did I say, 47 provinces? Not bad. What do we need to form an empire? Probably a higher admin tech level to do that. Claims on provinces you don't own. Nieva? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. They'll be part of our territory here in just over a year. We can start the annexation. I guess what I should do is make sure our relationships with them are good. So let's improve relations. We're at +2 right now. We have a -50 in negative buffs that will go away over the course of a couple years. And we'll be able to get the rest through royal marriage and through the standard relationship improvement. And then we will annex them. That'll put us at 50 provinces when we do that. And unrest in Matara's all the way already back down to just 0.4. Rebel faction is holding steady at 0. Both colonies are at 30% and climbing. So we still have 4 jungle provinces here. We have 5 inland provinces here. Of course, the 4 coastal provinces we already knew about, and we have 7 inland provinces up here. So we still have a lot to colonize. At some point, I will have to get that 3rd colonist running, but I think I need to keep my land maintenance up a bit with the exploration going on. And I want to keep a little bit of income, so I don't think I'm going to get that next colony running yet. Now, once I have the points, I will go ahead and boost my stability, which will help the income. Once I get it back to a neutral stability, we'll be back up to 5 or 6 income at our current level of expenses. And I think I can get that 3rd colonist running. Matter of fact, I can probably do that admin right now because it's cost less to get from -2 to -1, doesn't it? No, it's still 110. Never mind. Okay, there we go. We gain 10 admin power for doing that. We'll probably have another core, recover negative stability, gain 5 prestige, or incorporate, gain 5 prestige and 25 administrative power. Within a year of being able to do that, we will take that. State policy to arrange marriages in Tumbas has paid off. Not only has the worrying trend receded, the population has in fact sharply increased as a result of our meddling. While the increase of the workforce benefits the province in general, however, the feelings of resentment from the families forced to make suboptimal matches remain. So we gain 1 tax base, but gain 2 unrest in Tumbas. Where is Tumbas? That sounds like one of my northern provinces here. There it is. So we go to a 2 tax base at the cost of 2 unrest, which gives it a net effect of plus 0.5, 0.4 unrest. It's already dropping. That's one of the Chimu territories. Okay, we have 56 power. Voila! Let us make ourselves a conquistador. And it's going to give us a penalty to our military power of 1. That's fine. I can afford 1. Let us go see what is across the continent. It's got 1 fire, 3 shock, 1 maneuver. Nope, wait a second. Back off. That's not my conquistador. Where'd my conquistador go? Whoa, where'd my conquistador go? I did get a conquistador, didn't I? There's great distress in our lands. People are suffering and many fear for the future. In times like these, an E2 celebration for the entire kingdom might lighten the minds of our subjects. The sacrifice it entails will also make the gods more listen to our plights. Okay, there's a typo. For this festival, our priests are urging that we undertake a human sacrifice, as the plight of our people have been great and they feel a grand ceremony is necessary. Let us stick with the customary sacrifices. Hold a customary festival with sacrifices of llama, cloth, sheep, and chicha. Let me pause this for a minute. The event celebration in the E2. Human sacrifice it is. Lose 75 diplomatic power. Ugh. Hold a larger and longer festival, or we must focus on the here and now. No, let's do the typical celebration. 1, I don't want to spend 75 diplomatic points, and 2, I'm not quite sure they don't want to sacrifice me to the gods. So let's do that. Okay, let's go back to our... That's an explorer. I hired an explorer. Why did I hire an explorer? Oops. Oh, that was a waste of 50 points. Oops. Celebration. After days of celebration, the future certainly looks brighter. Grand ceremonial dancing ceremonies. Okay, somebody needs to work on their grammar, I think. In the public squares of Cusco, feasts for all the vassal chiefs and ample sacrifices of animals, cloth, and chicha beer to the gods will ensure that the gods look more favorably on the realm in the future. Ah, yay! Gain 1 stability and gain 5 prestige. I wonder if the sacrifice, if it wasn't me they were going to sacrifice, would have given 2 stability. Okay, so that'll help a little bit. 3.91 income now. And that'll also lower the unrest. So one of the factions that had just formed has just disappeared. $393. So yeah, once we get up to neutral stability, income should be like 4.1 or something like that. I don't think I want to change anything here. Morale of army, spy offense, unless there's a new +1 leader. There is not. I really need to get rid of that spy offense leader. He's useless other than for the +1 power points he gives me. Okay, colonies are at 46 and 40%. You know what? I should probably move this down here. Let's go find out what our neighbor is first, since we know there's somebody down there. Let's go see if we can find out who it is. And it gives us some sort of expansion and or alliance down to our south. Still haven't climbed above the 5 points that we got a while ago. We're 26th in admin rank right now. Useful, I guess. We should be getting a new military tech here soon, it looks like. 72, so we're 17 months away from our next military tech, which will give us the training fields, the march, which will be useful, and some tactics and width and fire and shock. No new units, however. So what's the Western powers at right now? Tech level 17 or so, maybe? In 1570? Maybe not quite that high. Excellent supplies, our naval supply production. What's a naval what? Giving us a boost in ship production. What's naval supplies and what's ship production? What's a ship? What's a heavy ship? What's a light ship? I think they need to re-examine those particular events for the primitive nations. That's a wasted event. Okay, one more month we can get a real explorer, land type explorer, called a conquistador, not an explorer. I have no idea why I pushed the button that I did. Set us back another 10 months. But it gave me a chance to reevaluate where we're moving, so I guess maybe in the long run it wasn't bad. Ah, I see what I did. I was thinking the first two were okay, I see. Conquistador. I think they rearranged those. Okay, so now we have a Conquistador. So 1211. And let us see what is down to our south. The vague hints that we got way back 20 years ago when the Charca was allied with these people, strange people to the south. Unfortunately, when we annexed Charca, we did not get knowledge of that southern people. This particular territory used to belong to this southern nation, I am pretty sure. We lost 39 people in that battle. Oh no! So we now know of Santiago del Estero. More land to colonize. Chiapas. Chiapas is where we are now moving. Okay, do I push my stability now? Am I saving my admin? Oh wait, I have another territory to core first of all. Let's do that. Costs 10 power. I think I need to save my admin and diplo power for the annexation. Annexation. Get our royal marriage. And boost us up to 104. So we need 86 more points there. Okay, diplomatic moves. We get diplomatic relations +1. Now we lost 87 people that time. There we go. We can move right into it. Enhanced reputation has expired. Okay, so we shall see who is to our south. And then we will go to the west now once we are able to establish diplomatic relations with whoever they are. Both colonies above 50%. Moving along smoothly. Oops. I hit a button that I didn't mean to, it looks like. Come on, get down there. It is the Mapuche. Okay, now that we know they're there, let's go back up and start cross country. I can start. What the heck? Stop that. Keep hitting the mouse button. I can start relations with them now. We'll try the diplo annexation with them as well. Okay, it'll take some time for the army to move up, so we can concentrate up here. We're at 112. We still need 78 points with them. Oh, I lost 93 men on that march. What does it cost for annexation? I forget. 150 diplo power, so I can spend admin power at this point. Let's go ahead and or do I want to get the additional merchant? I don't think we've unlocked a new center of trade yet, however, have we? We need to find the actual center of trade down here too, which is down here in this area, it appears. Well, I'll worry about that after I find the Westerners. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and boost my stability. Let's neutralize it and see what that does for our income. 3.75 pre-neutral stability. 3.94 after. I think I'm going to go ahead and push one more point. And then that'll be it for stability for a while. If that allows me to put another colonist down and maintain our current maintenance levels, then I will do that. Put another colony down. I think that puts my colonial maintenance up to 8 plus whatever the inflation is, so 8 1/4 or something like that after inflation. Which I really need to find a way to reduce that inflation, I guess. I don't suppose we have a banker or whatever it is available. Still nothing there. Trade efficiency would be useful, but too expensive. +2 advisors. That's all there are +2 advisors. Can't afford any of them. A new settlement. Our efforts to develop Kamana go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected our capital city and begun establishing a new settlement quite far from the original one. Now people flock to that second settlement, and we are left to split our efforts. Gain prestige or gain 1 tax base in Kamana. So that's going to give us a 3rd colony. Where's Kamana? Where's Kamana? Kamana is one I'm already colonizing. Never mind. Okay, that's this one here. Okay, so we gained a tax base there is what we did. That's not Kamana. That's Kalmana. There's Kamana. So we gain a tax base here. So that's starting at a 2.12 tax base. That's not too bad. Looks like I have one yet to core here, though. Let's go ahead and do that, too. Do I have any others that I forgot to core? Nope. Looks like I had everything else starting to be cored already. Okay, so we're okay there. Our conquistador's almost in place. +4 relations there. +129 there. So won't be too long we'll be able to annex them. Once we annex them, we'll get the alliance with the southern territory. Oh, let's go that way. Nice little treasury being built up. Like I said, I'm going to want some money in reserve to build somewhat of a navy. Has anybody ever actually had a foreign nation offer to sell them ships? That would be useful. I mean, you can sell ships to foreigners. Be useful if some of the more advanced foreigners offered to sell you ships from time to time. Okay, should be just a month or so from our military tech, maybe. 14.8. Oh no, we need 1522 now. Good God, that's going up. So we're still 42 points away. Yeah, we need to westernize. Where are the westerners? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to colonize my way across to wherever they are, because my colonial range will not reach to any of their neighboring provinces unless they're really close. Nations up to 137, 53 away, going up by 2 points a month it looks like. 51 away, that's still 25 months before, unless I do something. to push it quicker. I don't think I really need to. Oh yeah, it's going up by 2 a month because some of the penalties are going down as well. Looks like I'm going to have to send some missionaries into them when I do annex them as well, because they're a foreign religion. Rio das Mortes. Oh no, we're down 153 men now. These are all tropical as well, which is bad, because it's going to take extra time to colonize them. Off we go on another trek. This land is endless. Okay, another province cord, another of the colonies cord. $45 points from being able to annex them. Oh, looky there. We see civilization. Which means, what's my colonial range? Can I skip one? Or nope, I'm going to have to colonize them one at a time to get there. And I can't do them simultaneously either. Which means we're still talking about a chunk of time before I can get there. It looks like, dramatic currency revaluation. Concerned about the spiraling inflation, your government strongly advises that you abandon the old coinage and begin using a new, more stable currency. While beneficial in the long run, this would immediately cause severe unrest in your country, along with a loss of prestige. We can lose the stability, which we're okay with because we boosted it, or we can gain inflation. What? We don't have anything to actually decrease inflation? What is the point of it then? Ugh. I hate useless events. Oops, there's our tech. So we get tactics with fire shock bonuses, can build training fields and march. Now that march would be useful, and I think I can afford it right now too. Let's see. Stop that. Okay. Buildings. Oh no, it costs 550. I can't quite build it. Can't quite build it. What is this? Natividad Portigara. Let's go north. What's my income? 3.86. We lose the goods and supplies. They're only tech level 9? Military? Oh, okay. Or else they're one of the natives. Well, that's not what I expected to see. It was the color of Portugal. Not what I expected to see at all. When's my next colonial range boost? Do I get one in the next tech level? We are going for tech level 8. No, I have to go 2 tech levels to get a colonial range boost. Or I have to get the next idea in the current group, which is a 50% colonial range increase. I really need to get the next 2 expansion ideas too to speed up the colonization. In the wake of the arrival of foreign men and their huge beasts, strange diseases have begun to spread among our people. Great. Smallpox in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 territories. 1 year worth of unrest and production penalties. Aha. What is this? Portuguese Brazil. Aha. There's a Westerner, and I can't get next to them because of the local natives. Uh-huh. Because this is going to be in Wasteland here. It does appear. Looks like the darker shade of gray there, so I can't go up north there. Well, this could be unfortunate. We found the Westerners and we cannot settle next to them, and I wonder if are they allied? They're not allied. There's another native province down here. Tupinamba is down here. That's probably what I'm moving into here. Or maybe up here. I see a slightly off-color tinge up there as well. Okay, so that's Portugal. Okay, so maybe I still can get next to Portugal. It's still gonna, I have to colonize across at least four territories to get next to them at this point. Unless there's Portuguese Brazil down here. Unless there's a narrower path along here. We'll find out. That's what the conquistador's out for. We shall find out. Hey, there's the Portuguese over here again. They're looking to land on this side. Colonies at 85 and 72%. Yeah, I think my next admin and diplo points are going into the ideas. Let's get as much of these expansion and exploration ideas as we can to boost our colonization efforts. And range. Range is what I really need. One, two, three, four. Right now I'm looking at requiring 5 colonies if nothing changes. And that's going to take a little while because I have to do them one at a time with my current range. 1, 2. I might be able to cheat and get 1, 2, only 4 required. We'll have to see how these colonies are, these provinces are laid out. 1, 2, 3. Right now it's still 5. It might just be 4 if I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is one province here, and it looks like it might be. There might be a divider here. Well, we'll find out. We've got some time. How's our relations up here? We're only 16 points away from being able to annex them. Oh, that's right. That's going to cost me 150 of my power too to do that, but I need to do that, so that is fine. Okay, so let's take a look. We have Portugal here. It's just a Portuguese colony, but tech level 14, 14, 14, 13. So yeah, 17 was a little bit of a reach. So that's not too bad. Yeah, there's another one in there. 1, 2, 3. No matter how I look at it, it appears it's going to be 5 colonies I have to plant. We'll take a look. There might be something a little bit closer going down here toward Portuguese Brazil. Rather far south for Portuguese Brazil, but hey. Smugglers running rampant. People are finding lots of ways. Yeah, right. 10 years of trade efficiency and national tax modifier penalty, or lose a stability and 83 ducats. Ugh. I just spent all those points to get my stability up. I don't want to do that again. Recall diplomat with these guys down here. Gives us a plus 80 with them. Should be enough to get an alliance now. We're only 5 points shy of being able to start the annexation process. Colonies at 95 and 81%. Let's go for that next trade zone unlock so we can get another merchant, put another merchant to use here in a minute, since our admin points are almost ready for the next idea group or idea unlock. %95 on a colony, ready to plop down another colonist here shortly. Oh, our income's down to 0.74 with those that last event hit. Wow, we just lost 5 a month income, which means I certainly can't afford a third colony at a time right now. We ready? 1 point. 1 point. We can start the annexation. There it is. Annexation begun. Now let's come down here and get an alliance. I have no diplomats to send. Why don't I have any diplomats to send? Oh, because I'm still improving relations. I don't need to still improve relations. 95% on colony, 85% on colony 2. Am I still moving? You're not moving. Why aren't you moving? Let's go down there. Alliance formed. Now in a while we'll be able to annex them as well. 10 years. So 84 will be able to annex them. They appear to be a single province nation. There's our idea. Let's get the additional merchant. We should be able to place him here momentarily as soon as my conquistador discovers that center of trade. We'll be able to place a third merchant. That'll help our income a little bit. Oh, we're back up to 2.09 income. Why did our income jump there, I wonder? Colonies at 98% and 90%. So 2 colonies nearly complete. What are we annexing up here anyway? Tax base of 5 with salt. Tax base of 6 with cocoa. Useful. That'll be our second cocoa province, or third cocoa province, maybe. And then a tax base 4 with grain. Useful stuff. Come on, where's the center of trade down here? Oh, I hope it's in range. might be out of range even for trade. We'll find out here shortly. If so, then maybe we'll go up here and uncover the center of trade to the north. There's a couple relatively nearby anyway. Okay, now if I'm going to be going cross country here, they're all jungle, so there's a colony complete. Yep, it's got to be a bordering, so they're both jungle, so it doesn't really matter there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now it's 5 no matter how I'm looking at it. Let's go Fuerte Bourbon. And I'm also going to want to move. That is a quite large number of aggressive natives there. God, look at all these colonies I'm going to end up having to eventually put down. All of these are going to have to be colonized because they're not owned by anybody at this point and not likely to be owned by anybody. Because of the probability of an uprising, I'm going to bump my maintenance a little bit more at least until the first uprising or so is gone. Second colony is almost complete, 98%. Annexation 10%. Oh, hey, there's another colony there. Is that more Portuguese Brazil? If so, I might have a slightly quicker route to a Western power. Slightly quicker route. Oh, very quicker route actually. If that is Portuguese Brazil here or some other Portuguese westernized, I might only have to go down 2 territories here to get to them. Oh, that would be brilliant. That would be absolutely brilliant. It looks Portuguese to me. Or some set of the Portuguese anyway. Okay, what was the next idea in the exploration group? Colonial range. Yeah, we want that. Okay, that is Portuguese Brazil. There, Western Tech Group. Perfect. That might be better than I could have asked for. Haha. I had somebody there waiting for you. That is probably the best I could have asked for. They are truced with Hansa, Catalunya, yeah. They're westernized Portuguese Brazil, and it appears they're only 2 territories off of my southernmost core provinces. Which means I don't need to worry about going 5 territory. Why can't I colonize here? I can't. I can? Oh, okay, it just turned green. Okay, great. So once this one is colonized, I only need... Oh, wait a second. This looks like it's also... No, it looks like it's gray. That's a river border. They're not a... Or is that a national border? I can't tell. It's a national border. This one will do it. As soon as we finish colonizing Chaco Austral, we'll be able to start the westernization process, it appears. The young women and men of Moxos. The priests of Moxos are concerned about too many of the young men and women in the area remaining unmarried. Gain 5 authority, arranged marriage, local unrest in Moxos. Local unrest -1, local manpower. No, we'll go ahead and do this. In the long run, this is usually the best. Moxos, because we will eventually get a tax base bonus up here in Moxos. It'll jump it up to 2.5 in a T province.